Former President Trump back in Washington, D.C. today, meeting with GOP lawmakers and saying that there is tremendous unity in the Republican Party.
We want to see borders. We want to see strong military. We want to see money not wasted all over the world. We don't want to see Russian ships right off the coast of Florida, which is what they are right now. That's unthinkable. We want to see just success for our country. And we don't have success right now.
With that, let's bring in Republican Florida Congressman Byron Donalds, who was at the House meeting and is reportedly on the Trump VP shortlist. He's also part of our new Fox Nation special, Anti-Semitism in America, which is Ben Hall's new Fox Nation special. Congressman, welcome. Good to have you here today. So, Congressman, there was a report in Politico today that says that the former president is demanding that Speaker Mike Johnson help him overturn his New York conviction. It says Trump was still angry when he made the call, according to those who have heard accounts of it from Johnson, dropping frequent F-bombs as he spoke with the soft-spoken and pious GOP leader. Quote, "We have to overturn this," Trump insisted. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I don't have a reaction because I'm not aware this call even took place. I talked to Mike Johnson, it seems like every other day, not heard anything about this. So let me go back and actually find out what's happening here. Let me just say for the record, of course the president has a right to be upset. What happened in Lower Manhattan was a travesty of justice. And now you have the Democrats trying to have this moral equivalency between Hunter Biden being convicted in Delaware. What happened in Lower Manhattan was a violation of Donald Trump's constitutional rights. Nobody's above the law, but Donald Trump is not below the law. So if there are things that happen up here on Capitol Hill where we are funding departments that are violating the constitutional rights of citizens, no matter who that citizen might be, Congress has a responsibility to look into that and to act as well.
And what can Congress do about that?
Well, primarily, there's been talk about looking at some of the funding that goes to local jurisdictions that violate the constitutional rights of citizens, because all these local prosecutors, all these local areas, they all want federal funds. Well, if you're going to take federal money, you have a responsibility to protect the constitutional rights of every citizen. You don't get to pick and choose. And unfortunately, in Lower Manhattan, Judge Merchan and Alvin Bragg, they chose to violate Donald Trump's due process rights.
Yeah. We expect that Bragg and Colangelo will testify before the House Judiciary Committee. What would you want to, I know you're on oversight, but what would you hope they would be pressed on in that room, in that hearing, Congressman?
Well, I think the key thing is, why did they try to go through this scheme? And it was a scheme. It's just important for people to understand. Why go through this scheme of resurrecting a supposed misdemeanor that has passed the statute of limitations using a federal election law, knowing that the FEC had already looked at this case, and they decided to proceed anyway? I think with respect to Mr. Colangelo, what lawyer do you know? I know a lot of lawyers in this business especially. What lawyer leaves a prominent job, being the number 3 at Main Justice, to go down to be a frontline prosecutor in some state jurisdiction in Lower Manhattan unless you have a political axe to grind? And also, have there been any communications between Mr. Colangelo, the White House counsel, and anybody at the Department of Justice? These are important issues to ferret out, because we are witnessing the political persecution of the Republican nominee by Joe Biden's Department of Justice.
Okay, Congressman Byron Donalds, always a pleasure to speak with you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.